Welcome back to my channel. I'm Katie.the.cosmic.sailor and I help guide those on a journey of self-discovery. So today we are going to be getting your June predictions, what you can expect in the month of June. We're going to be using oracle cards, and then whichever tarot deck you choose, that's the deck we'll be using in your reading. And then we're going to end with some advice and guidance from the tarot poem book. So that is the reading for today. We have 3 groups to choose from. Whichever group you feel drawn to the most, that's most likely your reading. If you feel drawn to more than one group, that's totally okay. It just means you have more than one message for you here today. So group number 1 is going to be the anime tarot. I'll show you an up close. Okay. Group number 2 is the Nicoletta tarot. And group number 3 is the Cosmic Slumber tarot. So feel free to pause the video and take time to meditate on the piles, whichever group you feel drawn to the most. I will have the timestamps linked in the description box below, that way you can click straight to your reading. And I will see you in your groups. Bye. Hello! If you chose pile number 1 with the anime tarot, this is your reading. We're going to be looking at what you can expect in the month of June. So the first thing that I was feeling when connecting with your group's energy was I feel like you will experience a lot of synchronicities, a lot of coincidences that aren't coincidences. It's like your spirit guides are saying there's no such thing as coincidences. So whatever you experience in the month of June that feels like a coincidence, it's almost like the universe put those people or put you in a certain situation for you to experience a certain thing. And on the bottom of this deck, it says explore the archetypes, but this word explore is really sticking out to me. And this is actually the High Priestess card in this deck. So I feel like your spirit guides are really encouraging you to trust your intuition in the month of June, and also maybe connecting with the energy of the moon, I feel like will be very significant for you. I'm going to go ahead and open this. We'll look at your oracle cards first. I just kind of want to get the cards out of the deck. We'll put this to the side. We'll put your little guidebook to the side as well. We're going to go ahead and look at your oracle cards. Let's see. So we have Pluto, transformation, with the number 11 here. I feel like 1111 could be significant for you. Let's just go ahead and lay out all your cards really quickly. So we have servant, light attribute, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Shadow attribute, using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. Servant, coming through. Let's see, what else do we have? So we have the Queen of Light, illumination, enlightenment, celebration, with the number 15 here. We have the Peapod Dragon, organize. Okay. And then we have the Eagle Spirit with the element of air here. Really beautiful. So I feel like the month of June is going to be a really good month for you guys if you intuitively selected pile number 1. The eagle is all about light, illumination, and also seeing things from a higher perspective as well. I feel like in the month of June you'll be more connected to spirit, and you'll feel almost this connection to the people around you, the places where you are. And with the servant card coming through, I feel like you almost are becoming a servant of the divine. which is interesting in the month of June. I feel like you'll be really connected to your psychic gifts and abilities. And I also feel this strong connection to your throat chakra as well. I feel like in the month of June, it's almost like you may have gone through some sort of transformation, or you will be going through a transformation when it comes to feeling like you can speak your truth, like you can speak it's like your voice feels like a source of power for you in the month of June. I'm also getting a weirdly specific message. If you've been thinking about taking singing lessons, I feel like this is something that may happen in the month of June as well. With the organize here, this talks about getting your life in order, getting things organized, whether that's your physical space, your mental space. I also feel this strong like Virgo energy here as well, so you could resonate with being a Virgo, or you could have certain planets transiting your 6th house in the month of June. But I feel like getting a more, what's the word? Like successful, or something that works for you when it comes to your habits, to your routines, I feel like is something significant for you in the month of June, where it's like you may be building habits. Your spirit guides are also saying habit stacking. So they're calling me to tell you about this. It's whenever you start a habit, like say for example, I'll just use my life as an example, YouTube, wanting to start a YouTube channel. I build my YouTube channel and the habit, the routine of coming to film off of the other habits that I have in my life. So I do have a daily meditation habit, I have a yoga habit, so I do my yoga. And then it's like, because I do my yoga every single day, immediately after I do my yoga, I meditate. And immediately after I meditate, I come to sit down to record. So it's like I use those habits to stack on other habits. And I feel like that's something that could be significant for you in the month of June, where you may already have a habit of waking up and writing in your journal. And it's like you're wanting to do something else in the month of June. It could be starting a YouTube channel. It could be something creative is what I'm really feeling. But stacking that creative habit on top of something that you already have a consistent routine with, I feel is significant for you in the month of June. But I also feel like you could be gaining clarity on a situation. Your spirit guides are saying something that's going on in your life. I feel like you may have had confusion over, or you may not have had a clear decision on which step you want to take. In the month of June, I feel like you will be gaining clarity on this situation. And your spirit guides are showing me somebody like trudging through the snow. So you could have maybe been in this like fog or this mist. Your spirit guides are saying keep moving forward. The more you move forward, the more clarity you gain on a situation. And that's kind of how life is, you know, like we don't always know all of the answers, but when we keep taking steps in the right direction, it's like pieces of the puzzle start to come together. I'm also getting this significant message that may be relevant for a few of you. I feel in the month of June you may cut your hair, or think about going through some sort of like physical transformation, cutting your hair. If you wear makeup, like maybe changing the way you wear makeup. Also, like your identity is something that's coming through as well. Maybe the way you dress or your fashion choices could be significant in the month of June, where you're changing the way you express yourself in the world. See what else I'm seeing. The servant. I feel like it's almost like I'm seeing a lot of people attracted to your energy, and you're very magnetic in the month of June because you have this very like helpful energy around you. With the servant card here, it says delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. So this energy is about helping other people without the expectation that they're going to help you in return. And this is making you very magnetic and very attractive in the month of June as well, where it's like people see you just freely helping others with no expectation, no like expectation for them to help you in return, and it almost makes these people like grateful for your presence, which is really interesting. But this seems like a really beautiful month for you overall. With the Eagle card here, I feel like you'll feel more free. I feel like your freedom is kind of a theme for you in the month of June as well, where it's like, I'm seeing you being very connected to your awareness as well and not letting your thoughts dictate your outer experience. Something about manifestation. I feel like you could be working toward manifesting something, and that's why I feel like this organizes here, because I feel like your spirit guides may send you signs to get organized about what it is you want. And that's they're calling me to tell you that's the thing with manifestation, is a lot of times when we try to manifest something and we're not getting it, it's because we're not clear on what it is what exactly we want. But when we become very clear about what it is exactly we want, then it's like the path kind of becomes clear as we take steps towards that thing. So I feel like you're having a very strong sense of clarity in the month of June as well, where you're becoming very clear about what it is you want, who it is you want to be. And I feel this like strong desire, strong urge to change as well surrounding you in the month of June. We're going to go ahead and look at your tarot cards. Let me just shuffle these really quickly. Spirit Guides of Love and Light of pile number 1. What can pile number 1 expect in the month of June? So the back of the deck, we have the 9 of Wands. Okay, put that over here for now. Let me see, I'm going to move this card really quickly. Okay, I did see the Sun flip out first. That wasn't the first card, but it was the first one that I saw. I feel like 999 could be very significant for you as well, and I'm seeing 1116 on the clock timer, so that could be significant. Also the number 1 as well. But with the Sun card coming out for what you can expect in the month of June, I feel like you're going to feel very happy, very free, very connected to your inner child, and in this energy of like love and joy. And this person's hair is like really sticking out to me. You may be thinking about dyeing your hair pink. That's something that's coming through as well, or cutting your hair really short. But I just feel this like happy-go-lucky, free type energy, and I feel like it could, I feel like you're letting go of certain things that are no longer serving you. This could be certain emotions or certain feelings, and I feel like you're in this energy of empowerment in the month of June as well, where you're stepping into your power, you're claiming your power. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. And when I saw this card, I feel like this could only resonate with a few of you, but if you have a garden, I feel like some of your plants may produce fruit in the month of June. That's something that's coming through. Let's just go ahead and flip these over. So we have the 7 of Pentacles. A lot of pentacle energy. We have the Queen of Wands with more like sunflower energy as well. We have Strength. We have Leo energy twice, so you could resonate with being a Leo. And then we have the High Priestess. So this was kind of energy that I was picking up when first connecting with your group. It is the cover of the anime tarot deck. But I feel like this is kind of like emphasizing that message that I was bringing through in the beginning of you feeling more connected to your intuition. And you receiving a lot of signs and synchronicities from the universe from your spirit guides. Let's just move these over so we can get them all on here. Let's see. Okay, pile number 1. You have a lot of major arcana cards here. We have the Sun, the High Priestess, Strength. Your spirit guides are saying time flies when we're having fun. So if there's something that you're trying to manifest or something that you're trying to bring in, this could be money is something that I'm getting, but I feel like this has to do more with like physical things. This could be maybe a feeling. You're trying to manifest a feeling of love, a feeling of gratitude. But I do feel more strongly that it's something in the physical realm. Like I'm hearing a car, maybe a home, a person, money, something physical that you're trying to manifest. I feel like your spirit guides are really urging you to be in this energy of joy and fun. And I feel like you will receive like confirmation that you're on the right path when you're having fun. I do feel like you could, if you are trying to manifest something, I feel like you may come up on some sort of block, but I feel like it has more to do with your feeling of being in this feeling of joy. And your spirit guides are also saying energy flows where my, or what's the saying? It's like energy flows where my intention goes. Something like that. I feel like your spirit guides are saying in the month of June, they're really urging you to focus on where you're putting your attention. Because if there's something that you're trying to manifest, it's the universe doesn't understand what we don't want. It only understands where our intention goes. So if your intention or if you're focusing on what you're worried about, that's what you'll manifest more of. So your spirit guides, sorry, hold on 1 second. Your spirit guides are really asking you in the month of June to focus on what it is you do want and bring more of that into your life. And that's why you have the Sun here. I feel like you will be having a lot of fun in the month of June, but you may come up on certain points where it's like almost like a test of faith, a test of courage, a test of whether this is actually what you want. I feel like you will get what you want, maybe not in the month of June, maybe in later months, but it's like you may come up on a block in the road and your spirit guides are asking you to be more patient. Is something that I'm seeing as well. And that's why I feel like organization is highlighted here for the month of June, because you may be asked to do shadow work or something like this, or like when you come up on this block, instead of feeling like, oh, the universe is telling me to give up, focusing your intention, focusing your energy on toward persevering. It's really interesting. I also feel like nature is highlighted for you in the month of June. You may be feeling more called to spend time outside, specifically sunbathing, sun gazing, or just sitting out in nature. And with these birds here, I feel like you almost will receive messages through birds is something that's coming through as well. It's a type of divination, and I can't remember exactly the name of it or what it's called, but I feel like maybe looking up, what it means when birds are doing certain things. Like, for example, if you see a bird flying over you with something in its mouth, I'm pretty sure this means like your manifestation is on its way, or that's like a message of abundance, to remember gratitude, remember the things that you're grateful for. That's something that's coming through. But I do feel like you will have this energy of almost like magnetism on you, where it's like people see you as being very abundant, people see you as being very attractive, and almost like the life of the party as well. But I feel like this has to do with this inner transformation that you're going through in the month of June. And your spirit guides are saying you have to fight for what you love. So in the past, you may have had this more passive energy when it comes to getting the things you want. But I feel like in the month of June, it's that message of patience, of that test of faith, and fighting for what you love. It's like your spirit guides want you to know that sometimes when you want something, you have to persevere, you have to push through struggle, through challenge to get what you want, is something that's coming through. And with strength being here, I feel like your inner strength is something that's highlighted. And your spirit guides are saying it all starts from within. It all starts with you. Whatever it is you want to do or be or achieve, it all starts from within you. And when you have that strong sense of willpower, that strong sense of perseverance through the struggle, through the challenge, your spirit guides are saying you can achieve anything. You can become anybody. Really interesting. And I also feel a strong pull. If you have some sort of like idol or celebrity or hero or somebody you look up to, I feel like you may be, looking more into their life in the month of June. But your spirit guides are also saying that those people who you idolize, who you feel have achieved something great are just like you. So there could be something that you're wanting to achieve in the month of June, and your spirit guides are highlighting you to look toward the people who you idolize, or the people who you see have accomplished something that it is that you want to accomplish. Really interesting, because your spirit guides are saying those people who have achieved what it is that you want to achieve also went through struggle, also went through challenge, and also had to push themselves past their limit. Really interesting. Let me see if there's anything else I'm seeing. I just feel this strong message of patience, but also I'm seeing like the wave coming, or like the tides, the ebb and flow of the tides. Your spirit guides are highlighting that when we're trying to do something or manifest something, we're not only pushing to get the thing that we want, but we're also, kind of pulling back and learning to go with the flow. I feel like that's something that may be highlighted for you in the month of June as well, where it's like you're not only being encouraged to go after what it is you want to manifest, but also to remember to reel it in and pull yourself back in and focus on your internal world as well. Your spirit guides are saying your state of consciousness is the most important. So when you're in this energy of fun and joy and empowerment and happiness, it's like the outer circumstances can't control how you feel. And I feel that's something that could be significant for you in the month of June as well, with this illumination, enlightenment. It's this realization of what you can control and what you can't control, and really focusing on what you can control. And they're highlighting specifically your emotions, your emotional state is something that you can control. You can't control how other people perceive you. You can't control how other people show up in situations, but you can control how you show up. Something that's significant. Let's see. I feel your spirit guides are also highlighting to look where Pluto is in your chart. I think Pluto just shifted into Aquarius, if I'm not wrong. So looking where Aquarius is in your birth chart, I feel like could be very significant for you. I feel a strong message for your month of June is keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep pushing yourself to your limit. Keep going. You're on the right path, your spirit guides are saying. They're saying when you can change, you can evolve. Something significant. It's like they're showing me animals in the animal kingdom that changed, that evolved, they continue to still exist today. But the animals that refuse to change, who were, holding on to a certain way of living, it's like those animals don't really exist anymore because their way of life died out. So I feel like you're being asked to change in some sort of way or fashion. Maybe it is the way that you're showing up for the world, but also the way you're showing up for yourself is something that's coming through. We're going to go ahead and get your advice and guidance from the tarot book. Spirit Guides of Love and Light, pile number 1. Let's get some advice and guidance for pile number 1. Okay, so we have Justice coming through as your advice and guidance, and this is actually one that I had written in. So it says, Justice. Balancing thinking and doing. You sample the life of doing what's right. Faced with tough decisions, you weigh out how it should be and how it simply is. You need not ration your love nor your support. Show yourself the same compassion that you do to others. And then I wrote, treat others how you want to be loved. But specifically, I'm feeling show yourself the same compassion that you do to others. I feel like being your own best friend is something that's highlighted for you in the month of June. And I just saw 24:24 on the clock timer. And we have number 48 here at the bottom of the page. So that reduces to number 12. But yeah, if you would like, you could always screenshot this. And I just saw 24:42. I feel like you'll receive a lot of synchronicities, a lot of guidance from Spirit that you're on the right path. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 1. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, and we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye! Hello! If you chose group number 2 with the Nicoletta Tarot, this is your reading. What you can expect for the month of June. So this card in this deck is actually the moon. So you may feel really drawn or attracted to the moon, or I'm also seeing somebody seeing the moon card in tarot on a t-shirt or on a tattoo. I feel like this tarot card specifically is highlighted for you for the month of June. And I also, when I was connecting with your group's energy, there was almost a sense of illusion or a sense of mist or fog surrounding some sort of situation, and your spirit guides were saying, get to the root. Go to the root to find the answer. So you may be really thinking about your past, or maybe you may have a lot of strange dreams as well in the month of June. I also feel like there could be something that may have been in your subconscious mind that's coming to the surface in the month of June. And I also feel like you may have some like aha moment or a sense of clarity around something that you've been trying to figure out. We're just going to go ahead and take these cards out. I'm going to put your guidebook over here. And we'll get into, actually, I think these... Yeah, we'll get into your oracle cards first, and then we'll look at your tarot. So let's see, pile number 2. So we have Saturn, Truth. And I feel like truth is very significant for you in the month of June. I feel like you may have had somebody who, and only take this if this resonates, but you may have had somebody who may be... your spirit guides are saying pulling the wool over your eyes or trying to deceive you in some sort of way. I feel like, and you may have already intuitively picked up on this, but in the month of June, you will be receiving some sort of clarity and understanding of the situation and what actually is going on. But it's interesting because with this message of truth here, your spirit guides are saying 2 truths can coexist. So something that may be true for somebody else may not be necessarily true for you, is something that's coming through. And maybe that's why your spirit guides were highlighting getting to the root. I feel like your spirit guides could be asking you to get in touch with your own truth. What is true for you? And they're saying every single person on this earth is unique and different in their own way, and nobody can experience life the way that you experience life. And so understanding your truth is very significant in the month of June. Let's see what else we have. So we have the monk and the nun. Light attribute, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Shadow attributes, negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety, I think is how you say that. Let's see what else we have. So we have the Fire Prince, number 40. Optimism, aggression, it did come out in reverse. I'll keep that in mind. We have Observe with the Carrot Dragon. Okay. And we have the Wolf with the element of Earth. Okay. So I feel this. Remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This may only resonate for a few of you, but I'm feeling this energy of denial, of being in denial about a certain situation. This could have to do with career. This could have to do with a certain person. This could have to do with a community or people in your life. And you may, it was that message of pulling the wool over the eyes. It's like you may already know the truth of the situation, and specifically I'm feeling this energy of burnout. You may feel like you have been feeling this energy of really not being all in is something that's coming through, or not feeling committed or dedicated to a path. I feel like your spirit guides are really urging you to observe these feelings in the month of June. And I'm also getting this feeling of maybe taking a rest or taking a time out is something that's coming through with this message of burnout here. Give me one moment. I feel like your spirit guides may be urging you to journal or talk to somebody, maybe some sort of mentor or something like this, somebody who can help you gain clarity on this situation. I feel like if you've been feeling drawn to do something else, this could have to do with a career, this could have to do with a passion project. If you've been feeling called to start something new, I feel like you will feel a strong pull to do that in the month of June. And I feel this, you may have a lot of fixed energy in your chart, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Taurus, but I almost feel this resistance to change. But your spirit guides are saying if something is no longer working, it's okay to focus on yourself and prioritize your own energy as well. And with this message of single-minded here and observe, I feel like your spirit guides are really asking you to kind of open up a little bit. You may be so intently focused on going after one certain thing, achieving one certain thing, that you're missing a bunch of opportunities that are coming up around you. And so I feel like meditation would be very helpful for you in the month of June. Really allowing whatever it is meant to come to you, and not dismissing certain things because you think, oh, this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like you could have a lot of thoughts that say, I should be doing this, I'm supposed to be doing this. I feel like your spirit guides are really asking you to kind of open up this energy. And we have the wolf here, which is all about community, connecting with other people. So I feel like if you feel called to connect with people in the month of June, I feel like your spirit guides are urging you to do so. And your spirit guides are also highlighting that we are Humans come from tribes. We're meant to be in community. We're meant to be connecting with people. And I also feel this strong sense of maybe trying to balance things out for you in the month of June. So if you've been focusing too much on one energy, even if that energy is bad, your spirit guides are saying practice moderation in the month of June, because anything in excess is not good. We're meant to practice balance. It's like, I'm being specifically drawn to like health. So if, it's like if you exercise, that's good. But if you over-exercise and overexert your energy, that's not good. And it can lead to burnout, and it can lead to, what's the word, like, not disability, but like, hurting yourself. If you're overexerting your energy, if you're exercising, pushing yourself super hard every single day, that can lead to, maybe spraining your ankle or hurting yourself because you're not fully in the moment. And with the observe here, I feel like your spirit guides are highlighting the need to observe your thoughts, observe what it is that's coming into your energy field every single moment. I feel like coming into the present moment is something that's being highlighted for you in the month of June, and really focusing on what it is you're feeling right now, and right now, and right now, and right now, and allowing each present moment to bleed into the next present moment. I feel like this group may tend to project themselves into the future. This is what I want to achieve, so I'm going to dismiss everything that's around me and go toward what it is I want to achieve without acknowledging what's happening in my present moment. And I feel like that's something that you may realize in the month of June, or something that's being highlighted, where it's like your spirit guides and the universe is really asking you to become aware of where it is you're right now. And if you're feeling, burnt out on something, it's okay to take a step back. It's okay to focus on self-care, self-love. You may have a lot of Capricorn or Aquarius in your chart, and Capricorn energy can be prone to burnout because it's so focused on achieving and doing and going after its goals, even if its body may feel weak and tired. Your spirit guides are also highlighting maybe taking a power nap as well. It can be very helpful. If you feel like you need to sleep in the month of June, that's totally okay. And your spirit guides are highlighting, focusing on your energy and where it is that you are at this present moment. Let's go ahead and look at your tarot cards. And I just feel this very strong duality energy with your June, where you may have kind of black and white thinking. Your spirit guides are saying everything is gray. There's a spectrum to everything. And it's not good to be completely one way or completely the other way. That's why, as humans, it's almost like we're always trying to find the balance of things. And I feel like your spirit guides are also saying don't be too hard on yourself if you're trying to achieve something and it's not happening in the month of June. They're saying slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady, remembering to focus on your own energy while also, putting yourself out there, but also remember to reel it back in and focus on yourself. It's this energy of balance that I feel like is super prevalent in your month of June. Let's see. Oh. So I will show you which card flipped out. We have the 8 of Cups that flipped out. I'm going to put it back though, because I was kind of just shuffling the deck. Okay. Let's see. Spirit Guides of Love and Light. Pile number 2. What can pile number 2 expect in the month of June? Pile number 2 expect. I have a lot of cards that are flipping out. I feel like your spirit guides, we have the number, this is the Hierophant, the number 5 here. I feel like your spirit guides may be trying to communicate with you in the month of June, but you may be kind of closed off to your own intuition. I feel like trust is something that's being very highlighted for you, learning to trust yourself, learning to trust the universe, and release this feeling of doubt as well. Your spirit guides are also saying what is meant for you won't pass you by, which is really interesting. It's like you may tend to, really push yourself, overexert your energy because you feel like if you don't go after this opportunity now that it'll like pass you by. But your spirit guides are saying that anything that is meant for you will come to you in divine timing. And that's the thing, is divine timing. It's like everything is happening exactly as it should. But sometimes our human minds and our egos can really grasp and try to control situations. I feel like your spirit guides are also saying to focus on what it is you can control. You can control your own state of consciousness, where you are. We can't always control what's happening on the outside. We can't control how other people perceive us. But, the Hierophant is also this energy of the monk and the nun as well. Something about organized religion is coming through. Spirituality, your spiritual focus, and it was that message of balance as well with the physical world. It's like we can't completely dismiss the physical world and solely focus on our spiritual journey, because then we will be at a state of imbalance as well. And also with the Hierophant here, a message of counseling or therapy is coming through if you've been thinking about that. Use that as confirmation if you've been really thinking about getting into therapy or counseling. I feel like that's highlighted for you here. Let's go ahead and see. So we have the Ten of Swords coming through. And with this coming through, I feel like that message of releasing control is significant for you in the month of June. Realizing what it is you can control and what it is you can't. Oh. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Okay. So we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords, a lot of sword energy here. And the swords are all about our mental space. I feel like meditation or journaling or doing something that really allows you to clear your mind is something that's coming through. And your spirit guides are also saying it's not about trying to force your thoughts out, but it's about this almost like yielding to what's happening and not trying to control, but trying to, yield and let things pass. Your spirit guides are also saying there's this practice in meditation where it's like when you witness a thought coming through, place that thought on a leaf and, let it drift away in the river. I feel like also yoga nidra is something that's coming through. Sleep meditations, if you've been having trouble sleeping, I feel like can help you as well. Let's see what else we have. So we have the Three of Pentacles. Really interesting. With this Three of Pentacles coming through and this like caterpillar next to this person, I'm getting this message. I feel like a lot of the thoughts or the things that come into your mind may not actually be yours. You could be very psychic, very empathic as well, and a lot of the thoughts that you're thinking could just be from the people around you. I feel this strong need to focus on myself. I feel like that's something that you will encounter in the month of June, where you feel very drawn to focus on your own energy. And your spirit guides are also calling me to tell you about claiming your power or sitting in your power, where when you do like a meditation, really focus on bringing all of your energy back to yourself and focusing on your own energy field. Let's see. We have the Six of Pentacles. I just feel this strong like emphasis on focusing on your own energy and helping yourself first. And a lot of times, like, healers, people who want to help other people can get kind of trapped in this way of thinking, I need to help other people. But if you're not helping yourself and you're not staying afloat on your own, it's the help that you give won't be well received, is what your spirit guides are saying. And it's almost like when you focus on your own energy, things kind of fall into place. Your spirit guides are saying if people want to help themselves, they will and they can. Just like how you need to help yourself, those people also need to help themselves. So if you're feeling like your energy is going in a bunch of different ways, or you're thinking about a bunch of different people and how you can help them or how you can uplift them, your spirit guides are really urging you to let that go in the month of June and learning how to, release this anxiety as well. So we have the Star card. So I feel like your healing journey is something that's really emphasized in the month of June. And we have this like little red planet person and the blue planet person. I feel like this message of duality is really significant in your reading. I'm going to actually move the deck really quick, and I'm going to just put the Hierophant card right over here. And then we have I believe this is the Knight of Swords with the butterfly. And then we have the 9 of Wands. Really interesting that it's like this image of this like giant monster lizard thing kind of creeping in the background, but she's so focused on reading this book. And that was kind of something that I was picking up with when you chose your deck, because the Moon card was on your deck or on your pile, and it was all about illusion, seeing past illusion. I feel like your spirit guides are really asking you to focus on your own energy and focus on your healing journey. I feel like you may be drawn to do shadow work in the month of June as well, and really focus on letting go of certain limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts. Maybe also people in your environment who, feed this kind of negative energy that's within you, or say things that may not be the best advice is something that's also coming through. It's like letting go of people who are hurting you rather than helping you is something that's also coming through. And I want to read, for some reason, this specific card out of the guidebook really quick, just to make sure. So it's actually the Page. This is the Page of Swords. I'm sorry. Let me get to it really quickly. Okay. So the Page of Swords says, one who has an inquiring mind, always seeking to know more, needs positive outlets for curiosity. Positive outlets for curiosity. And my eye is twitching right now. And I feel like in the month of June you may be led to interact with certain people or be involved with certain people or collectives that may not be the best for you, is something that's coming through. I feel like your spirit guides are really highlighting focusing on your healing journey, but also it's almost like if you feel anxiety or discomfort when you're around certain people, to trust your intuition. Because I feel like there may be certain people around you in the month of June who really feel this healing energy from you and may try to pull and tug on your energy. And I just saw 2212, so that could be significant. But I feel like your spirit guides are really asking you to release and let this go. And not attach your identity into, it's like helping other people at the expense of your own self is something that's coming through. it's like helping certain people may not be receiving the help or guidance that you're giving them, and it's almost like it's drowning you, it's pulling you under, is something that's coming through. But I feel like this may have to do with some sort of trauma or wound that you experienced in childhood. People-pleasing energy is something that's coming through as well, where you feel like you have to help or heal other people at the expense of your own self. And I feel like your spirit guides are really urging you to get in touch with yourself. I feel like you may be doing some sort of inner child healing as well. And with this card here, I'm seeing Alice in Wonderland. That could be a significant movie for you. You may watch that in the month of June, or your spirit guides are urging you to watch it. And it was that message of curiosity over here as well, is like, sometimes your spirit guides are saying following or going down certain rabbit holes may not be the best for you, especially if it's, darker things. It's like, I feel like you may get curious about some sort of shadow aspect, but your spirit guides are also asking you to remember to balance it out with good things, good music, good food, happy times with people, because I just feel almost like somebody being pulled under the waves. And you may have this feeling of like drowning is something that's coming through. So your spirit guides are really asking you to remember to balance your energy out. And it's important to, heal ourselves. But if you're going under and you're not, in a healthy mental space, I feel like talking to somebody could be very helpful with the Hierophant here. Some sort of counseling is coming through. Maybe just even journaling and writing out your feelings. And your spirit guides are also highlighting me to tell you that the summertime, when we're hot, like physically hot, with it being summer, if you live in the northern hemisphere, it can tend to bring out aggression or certain emotions that we may feel bad about expressing later on. So I feel like cooling yourself off is something that's also being highlighted. And it's like interesting because in the wolf here we have this like imagery of almost flames surrounding this person, and you did get the fire prince. And actually, I want to read that card out of the book for you really quick, and then we'll get your advice and guidance. Let me see what number it is. Number 40. And it did come out in reverse. Okay, so the Challenger. There are a couple of messages delivered by the Fire Prince, so take heed, as one or both could pertain to you now. Be mindful of starting a fire you can't put out. Aggressive action results in loss. Slow down and don't be so eager to reach your goal. Stay clear of someone else's unbridled ambition and aggression as well. If you think you could get burned, you most certainly will, unless you remove yourself from the action. When the Fire Prince arrives as a challenger, he could also be warning you to be careful of burnout. This might pertain to workaholism or obsessively focusing on something you want, excluding all else. You may be afraid to let go, but you must. If you keep going the way you are, truly you won't have any energy left, nor will you see your way through your path. It's easy to get lost in the dark when there is no flame to light the way. Really interesting. So honestly, I feel like your advice really is to focus on meditation, focus on release, focus also on understanding that everybody is doing the best that they can with what they have. And I feel like this will allow you to almost free yourself from feeling like you have to help everybody, that you have to uplift everybody, because everybody's doing the best that they can, and you're being asked to really focus on yourself in the month of June. We're going to go ahead and get you some advice and guidance from the tarot book. Let's see. Spirit guides of love and light. Advice and guidance for pile number 2. Okay. So we have the Page of Pentacles, and I actually wrote in this one as well. So it says, your outer is your inner. What you see is real, and what you feel, realer. If material abundance is what you seek, then align your worlds and speak of the life you wish to lead. So with this coming through as your advice, I feel like your spirit guides are asking you really to focus on your feelings, your thoughts, what's going on within. If you're trying to manifest somebody or create a certain life, your spirit guides are really saying go within. And I feel like as above, so below, as within, so without is also advice and guidance for you for the month of June. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, and we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you again so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye. Hello. If you chose pile number 3 with the Cosmic Slumber Tarot, this is what you can expect in the month of June. So already I was getting a few messages connecting with your group's energy. I feel like your inner flame is something that's being highlighted in the month of June, and I feel this strong energy of introspection. So this is actually the Hermit card in this deck, but also I feel this little cat was being highlighted. So you may have a pet or animal that feels very drawn to you in the month of June, and I feel like they're almost sending you some sort of guidance, also some sort of healing energy as well. And I just feel this strong energy of introspection, really honing in and zoning in on what it is that you want. And your spirit guides are really saying your state of consciousness is the most important in the month of June. We're going to go ahead and take your cards out. And we're going to look at your cards or your tarot in just a minute. We're going to start with your oracle cards. I'm going to put your guidebook over here for just a second. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and look at your oracle cards. What can pile number 3 expect? So we have Aries, I am. Interesting. With this Aries coming out already, you know, you picked this image or this deck. This is the Hermit card, but this is kind of opposing energy. Aries is all about going after what it is you want to achieve, and I feel like that may be why your inner flame is something that's being highlighted. Really focusing in on what it is you actually want is something that's significant for you in the month of June. Okay, so we have Saboteur, and it says, light attribute highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Shadow attribute induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. So your inner saboteur or self-sabotage could be something significant that you maybe experience in the month of June. Let's go ahead and see what else. So we have the Altar Priestess, Preparation, Prayer, Sacred Ritual with the number 39. And we have this like lotus flower candle over here. And again, it's like the star. It's like that inner flame, that inner light that's being very highlighted here. I'm getting a strong message. You may have certain beliefs that your spirit guides are really urging you to change in the month of June, especially beliefs around your empowerment, around your idea of success, and around what it is you can achieve, because your spirit guides are saying you can achieve anything you want. They're saying if you can believe it, or if you can think about it, or you can dream it up, you can achieve it. Let's see. So we have Release as well with the Onion Dragon. And we have the Swan. Okay. I feel a strong message of writing, creative writing that's coming through with the Swan card here. If you've been feeling like journaling or writing poetry or creative writing, I feel like that's something you may do in the month of June. And your spirit guides are also, it's like they're highlighting this message that when you write, you can release, is something that's coming through, which is really interesting. So I feel like you guys may be called to journal about something, to let it go in the month of June. And this could have to do with these limiting beliefs or this inner saboteur or this part of you that feels almost unworthy is something that's coming through. I feel like working on your self-worth is something that's highlighted in the month of June. And really focusing on yourself and what you want. And your spirit guides are asking you in the month of June to dismiss any sort of negative belief or anybody who tells you that you can't have what you want. Your spirit guides are saying it's your life. You get to live it how you want to. Just like everybody has a life, they get to choose how to live it how they want to. And if they're choosing to, give in to other people's ideas of what they think they should be or who they think they should or what they think they should be doing, your spirit guides are asking you to release this. And I feel like this could have to do with almost like healing generational trauma, or maybe your parents told you, you can't do this or you shouldn't do this, or maybe you should be focusing on this, or even just like community, the people around you. I feel like you guys are more creative in nature. And I feel like what it is you want to do or achieve isn't very conventional. I feel like you guys may be more unconventional in the things you want to do. For example, the thing you want to do, I'm feeling career strongly with this pile. It could, maybe you don't need to go to college to do it. I'm feeling like entrepreneur, writer, YouTuber, influencer, maybe even something that needs a certificate. For example, like a yoga instructor would need a certificate, or a dental assistant would need a certificate. And you don't have to go to college to be those things, but I'm just seeing somebody maybe, or like people constantly coming up to you and being like, are you in school? What are you doing with your life? And I feel like you may be really focused on what it is. It's almost like your legacy, like what it is you want to leave behind, which is really interesting. And I feel like with this release card coming through, in the month of June, I feel like it's almost like you're releasing old, outdated ideas or beliefs about who you should be or what you should be doing with your life. And it's like you're being really encouraged to empower yourself is something that's coming through. And your spirit guides are really highlighting me to a lot of like successful people. And I mentioned this in another pile as well, but your spirit guides really want you to look at the people who are doing and who are successful in what it is you want to be doing. Because they're saying it's kind of different than the other pile, but it's like in the beginning phases of those people's journeys, we'll take, being a musician, for example. In the beginning of those famous musicians' journeys, nobody really believed in them. Their parents told them, get a more stable job. Why are you trying to become a musician? It's so hard to become a musician. And nobody was really rooting for them. And it's like those musicians, those artists, those writers had to really root for themselves. They had to believe in themselves, especially in times when nobody else believed in them. And they had to go through points where they released, the need for validation from other people. And they really had to learn how to validate their own ideas, how to believe in themselves, and be their best friend, and also be their number one fan and their number one supporter. And then, of course, whenever these people gain success, it's only natural that everybody flocks to them and says, I always believed in you. I always thought that you were successful. But the musicians and the celebrities and the people who are doing the things that you want to be doing will tell you something different. Almost all of them will say, maybe they had one person who was in their corner rooting for them, but a lot of the times they didn't have anybody who believed in them. They didn't have anybody who was, encouraging them to show up. They had to show up for themselves. And I feel like that's something that's being very highlighted for you in the month of June, especially with this Aries energy here. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's a cardinal energy as well. It's all about starting and showing up for yourself, blazing a trail that nobody else has gone down before. And so I feel like you may be doing something unconventional in the month of June. Specifically when it comes to career, this could be relationship as well. But I feel strongly career, where it's like you want to do something. Your spirit guides are saying believe in yourself and show up for yourself. And you may come across a challenge or an obstacle, and your inner saboteur may, tell you it's easy to give up. But your spirit guides are saying, in those times of challenge, when you feel like you want to give up, it's the most rewarding to show up for yourself. It's the most rewarding to keep going and keep pursuing. It's almost like proving your inner saboteur wrong. What is this? It's like your spirit guides are saying, I feel this energy where it's like you may have a thought or a feeling like it would be easy to give up, but your spirit guides are saying it's actually harder to give up. Because whenever you feel like giving up, or maybe you do give up, or you give yourself a break, or you quit for a little bit, it's like you always have this inner niggling or this inner voice saying, keep going, keep showing up for yourself, keep following your passion, keep chasing your dreams. And it's like your spirit guides are saying you may think it's easier to give up, but it actually will feel harder to give up, and that's how you know you're on the right path. I love this for you guys. I actually want to read this card out of the book for you before we get into your tarot cards. So it says, here, I'll show you. The Altar Priestess. The stage is set and the world is waiting for you to take your place in sacred meditation and prayer. As your ally, the Altar Priestess brings the ritual of reverent interaction with the mundane world. You're being required now to see everything as sacred, all of life as a meditation, and every action as a prayer of devotion. When you're able to perceive the world in this way, your question will lead you to the appropriate answer. If all is sacred, how can anything be wrong? As you can shift your consciousness to see your circumstances through the eyes of the divine, and you will realize how perfect and sacred everything is right now. I feel like positive affirmations is something that you may do in the month of June. And really, believing in yourself and practicing telling yourself, I'm on the right path. Only good things happen to me. I am successful. Whatever it is that you're wanting, I am beautiful. I love myself. Everything I see in the world is perfect. And I feel like it's almost changing your thoughts. And, I say this all the time, but when you change your thoughts, you change your beliefs. And when you change your beliefs, you change your reality. And I feel like that's something that's very significant for you in the month of June. We're going to go ahead and shuffle your tarot cards real quick. Guides of love and light, please connect me to pile number 1. I'm sorry, pile number 3. You may have felt drawn to pile number 1. May I please get some I don't know. I feel... See, I'm saying pile number 1 and I'm asking about advice, which is not what I was meaning to do. I feel this message coming through. If you've been feeling called toward a certain path or a certain direction, your spirit guides are saying to follow that feeling where you're being called to or where you're being drawn to. Even if it's different from the path that you've been on. And maybe that's why release is here. If you feel like the path that you're on is no longer serving you, or if you feel just like your creative inspiration is dwindling on something and you feel more drawn to do something else, your spirit guides are encouraging you to do this in the month of June. Spirit guides of love and light, pile number 3. What will pile number 3 encounter in the month of June? So we had the 9 of Pentacles coming out. So you may actually see some sort of fruit or some sort of hard work paying off. We have the Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. And we have the 5 of Cups flipping out. I feel like perseverance, pushing through even though you may be facing some sort of challenge or struggle, I feel like will be very rewarding for you in the month of June. And I also feel this strong emphasis on gratitude as well, remembering to be grateful for what it is you do have. And I also, your spirit guides are saying they want you to list out 5 things that you have achieved. And they want you to look back on the times whenever it was really hard to achieve those things and the feeling that you got when you pushed through, when you persevered. That's something that's coming through as well. And remembering that feeling of success whenever you achieved or did whatever it is you wanted to do. And how strong you are. I feel like your spirit guides want you to remember your resilience in the month of June. And I'm also hearing that song from Annie. It's like, the sun will come out tomorrow. It's like your spirit guides really want you, even if you go through some sort of challenge or you have that inner voice, that tells you can't do it, your spirit guides really want you to remember that every single day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. And you can choose to show up for yourself. You can choose to release negative thoughts and beliefs. And we're always changing and we're always growing is something that's also coming through. And I think that's why you got the Altar Priestess here as well, is releasing these negative beliefs and really focusing on that everything is happening exactly as it should. Even if growth seems slow, you will achieve what you want to. You will have this feeling of success, but it may take some time. And I just saw 654 on the clock timer, so that may be significant. We have the 10 of Cups on the back of the deck. And again, it's that message. It's like the sun peeking through the clouds. And I feel this strong emphasis on really focusing on the sun, focusing on the light, and underneath that we have the 3 of Cups. So I feel like remembering fun, remembering to let loose every once in a while will be helpful for you in the month of June, especially if you're a creative type. A lot of times creative types can tend to get burnt out because they have almost this starving artist mentality where they have to keep going and keep pushing themselves beyond their limits. And your spirit guides really don't want that to happen to you in the month of June. So remembering to have fun and remembering to play. But with this 10 of Cups here and this sun, it's like some thoughts that you may have may kind of cloud your vision, especially if you are a very high achieving type. You may tend to really focus on, I can do more, what else do I need to do? And your spirit guides in the month of June are highlighting that you have achieved so much already. And remembering what you have achieved will almost give you this boost of energy to keep going. But don't forget to stop and smell the roses. Don't forget to stop and really be grateful for what it is you do have in your life. The Page of Swords. Give me one moment. I feel like meditation could be very significant for you in the month of June. Coming back to the present moment is something that's being highlighted, and starting fresh with a fresh set of eyes in each present moment, and not letting it's that message of the inner saboteur, not letting your past failures dictate who it is you want to become in the future. And it's that message of like everything is happening exactly as it should. You may have, not been successful in certain areas, but it's because you were meant to, either one, keep going, keep pushing, or, change your mind and do something else. And I'm also getting a strong message of college that I feel like was coming through in the beginning. If you've dropped out of college, or if you no longer are in college, your spirit guides, you may, like just how society is, you may view this as like, oh, I have failed. Your spirit guides are asking you to focus on your successes, because you may tend to kind of self-sabotage based off of things you haven't accomplished. But your spirit guides are saying the universe works in attention. Whatever you put your attention on is what you will see. So if you're focused on, your failures or what you haven't accomplished, or this feeling of grief or sadness, you will see more of that. So your spirit guides are really asking you to find the light, find the sun in every situation, whether that's, remembering to be grateful, remembering to be thankful, remembering to have fun. It's like you will then see more of that. And it's like, I feel like in the month of June, you're going through this phase of self-empowerment. Self-empowerment, believing in yourself, knowing that you have the power to achieve and do and be anything that you want. Let's see if there's anything else. I feel with the Five of Cups here, if you do experience some sort of loss or some sort of setback in the month of June, your spirit guides don't want you to focus too much on it. Because whenever it's like when you focus too much on it, you can then become very weighed down or feel very heavy. And so your spirit guides really want you to focus your attention on what it is you do have to be grateful for, especially if there's people or friends in your life that enjoy spending time with you, or you have fun when you're out with them. Your spirit guides want you to remember the good things in life is something that's coming through. Your spirit guides are also saying nobody has all the answers. So if you tend to, look outside of yourself for answers or solutions, they're saying everybody is learning as they go. Nobody has all the answers. Nobody knows what they're doing. Everybody is learning as they go. And I feel like that's something that you're being encouraged to do in the month of June as well, to learn as you go. But we're going to go ahead and get some advice and guidance from the Tarot Poetry book. And I just saw 2222 on the clock timer, so you could be seeing that number. Spirit guides, love and light, pile number 3. Please get some advice and guidance for pile number 3. Okay. So 64 could be significant. We have the 8 of Swords here coming through as your advice and guidance. And feel free to screenshot this. But it says, your prison or hell is created by you and you alone. Holding you back are negative lies, limiting beliefs, and formless thoughts. You feed into them and they feed into you. It's time to flee the mental cage that you bound yourself in and ease the blindfold that makes the world seem so dim. Find beauty in the small moments of life, get out of your head and fall into love. And with this coming through, I feel like advice and guidance for you is also to almost like romanticize your life and, you know, find the beauty in everything here with that message of find the beauty in the small moments. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, and we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you again so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye!